Okay. During the DebConf, we try to get people together to work on the LXQt again. So we reformed a new team to do the maintenance. So now we are getting that contributing from the other part of people. So we have merged some packages into experimental. That's the latest version of LXQt. Unfortunately, that we on the new team, we are not doing the teamwork as well. We needed to learn some more coordination to do the teamwork. So I started to provide some documentation. This is information drafted. I worked together with Suman to put this on the Gobi. And after this both, then we should finalize this document and then we should put onto wiki or something so for newcomers to read. So this is just a general information, and it mentioned that our team has Git repository is maintained on the SOSA, and SOSA is a Debian platform which collaboratively that people can work together to do the development. And I turned on all the repository with the SOSA CI. So when you do the merge request or you submit something in some personal branch, that will get tested from the CI. The CI will try to extract the source package and then pipeline to a lot of build in the different architecture and also running some tests. So this is a very nice tool for newcomers to use. And I put the information on the Gobi. If you want to read it, you can connect to Gobi server. It's just install application Gobi, and then the server is on gobi-debian.org, and you can find this document, and you can also change the document there if you are remotely or you are here interested. And generally, I have provided all the package information overview that you can see that our team maintained the packages with also the URLs. And also you can use the UDD also, can see that the maintenance dashboard. And also we have a bug tracking things there. So it's a general information there. And for joining the team, I also documented that you can request permission on the SOSA platform. You just go to LXQt Team and request to join and wait a bit. One of the developer can add you access, and then you can start to contribute. Yeah, and then when you do the contribute, you just create a merge request branch, your personal one, and then start to do something work on that. And after you've done your work, you want to do something, you can submit the merge request, and one of the DD in the team will review your changes. And the DD, once they merge the merge request, they will also responsible and help you to do a sponsor upload. So if you don't have DN or DDSS, but on the SOSA, you can easily contribute with the code. But if you are not a developer, the contribute to LXQt team also have many ways. Like for example, if you are not a developer, you can still contribute. You can help us to identify or reporting bugs. You find something, you report. And if people report something, you can identify and confirm this is also responsible for you or not. So give them information and help us other developers to solve the problems. And also some bugs that might be fixed in the newer upstream version when we update it. So if you confirm this problem is go away, then you can help us to close the bug and on a bug tracker. And then if you want to if you want to do this kind of thing, you should test and reduce the teamwork. Can help us a lot. And if you are a developer, you can also fixing bugs. Sometimes that some tool chain get bumped to newer version, and then that the package is failed to build from source. Like for instance, that the GCC 11 was introduced and the old version wasn't built successfully. And you can try to fix this by yourself, or you can see if upstream already fixed. If upstream already fixed, then poke the thing, then we should lower new release So the new release just directly built with GCC 11. And then if you are interested to maintain a package, then you can also join and then send the email, or on the source side, you can say that you intend to maintain those kind of things. Then I can help you. I will review all the merge requests carefully, and also sponsor the upload. And also document some packaging workflow, so how you do it. So because in this team, we use only the Git build package to maintain all the packages. So if you want to do it, just use the Git build package workflow. And then I also documented some command line there. You can try it. And then the Git workflow, I also shows this document, because this workflow works mostly for all the non-native packages. But native packages doesn't use this workflow. But I don't think you guys will touch the native package one. That one is for the meta package to install the desktop environment. So when we introduce some new package, then we will do the update in the meta package. But most users just use a team maintain these non-native packages right there. And the package layout is use the deep 14 Git branch layout. So you can easily see that usually we have Debian/seed. This contains that upstream with the Debian repositories, and also with patch unapplied. And the persistent tar, that storage that the upstream table, so that other people can fetch the upstream table from the persistent tar. We can track the changes, and they can build a package. And the upstream/lattice branch is track and unpack the upstream tables. And it's possible that you might have some backports or stable testing updates or something like that in the branch. And the branch will also update the GPP-conf ourselves. Suman hadn't added the environment setup. And task for team maintain the LS package, I also have some workflow examples here. You can see. And later on, we should grab Suma in the Hack Lab, because he has a very nice new documentation for building the packages. And in my setup, I still use a very old school, use the cow builder, B builder stuff. And the Suma has found a nice document that use the SBuild. So if you want to join the team and want to set up the build environment, then we just grab Suma and then ask him to share the document. Then you have a SBuild set up. And here just a workflow. Have you guys anyone tried to build a package before? No? No? Haven't done it yet? Okay. That's another topic. You need to go to the new maintainer, some documentation for that.
Do you have IRC open? There's a couple of questions on IRC. If you
I think so. In DebConf channel.
I can ask them as well.
Yeah.
So Andreas asks, he says hello, and he is wondering if you're maintaining LXDE as well.
Yeah, LC is still maintained.
And that was questions about what to install to read the Gobi, and that's obviously Gobi.
It's GOBY.
Right. Okay, I think that's it for now. Yep.
That's it? Why the Gobi is gone? Does the Gobi crashed? Somehow I lost the copy connection. Okay, any more questions? If no, that we can go to Hack Lab and work on those.
Yeah, question about the Gobi. I've just installed, and I assume it's open location next, but you said it's on gobi.debian.org, but is there a path?
It's a DC22, and you can find Spring, and you can find LXQt there.
Right, my memory is too short for all that, so I'll
sorry,
just
I
get my
didn't mention
keyboard
that. I didn't mention that carefully. Sorry,
Yeah.
you just, yeah.
I'll catch up, okay?
Okay.
We are trying to help other teams make a better out-of-the-box user experience. So I'm wondering, in your team, is there any itches that you would like to have scratched? In particular, well, one of the paradoxes that we have, Debian is a distro, so a lot of the immediate touch points come from LX or from the desktop environment or the window managers itself, right? So there's limitations on what we can do, but is there something that you consider, so some touch points, some UX related issues that you think can and should be tackled within Debian?
I honestly, I just adopt this maintainer strip recently because that we first have a maintainer who is a loss of contact. We don't know where he is. And then in the previous release, I was rushed in just before the archive frozen. I updated all the packages into the repository. And in doing the DebConf, I think that is a good way that I want to reform the new team to do this. And it's quite successful right now. We have many new people joining. And hopefully that we have have design team to help us to improve those kind of things together. And we should have also create some communication channel to have communication with design team. Yeah.
Great. There's another question on RSC from Andreas again. Is somebody actively working on the bug reports against LXDE? And he already noticed that it's probably the wrong form here.
LXDE?
LXDE.
Yeah.
So
I saw that, and also I reviewed the merge request, everything on the Git. But the other developer, I need teamwork to do peer review. But if he don't do the review after 1 or 2 weeks, then I will just merge it myself.
And another question from Andreas about LXQt. He was sticking to LXDE since he didn't find any battery plugin. Does that exist?
What plugin?
A battery plugin.
Yes, they do.
Okay. There you go, Andreas.
Okay, if nothing, then we can go to the noise hack lab to do hands-on stuff.
Battery system tray plugin, and it also has configurable different user interfaces or appearance, can merge with your desktop environment, or it has its own native visual style, so you choose.
Good.
Maybe a redundant question also. I also migrated from LXDE because that was previously the most lightweight of the desktop environments.
Yes.
But it did look like maintenance of that was more going into sunset mode, like there was no longer much impetus for progressing development. It was more about just maintaining what existed. And so the advice was migrate over to LXQt. So you're nodding, so I guess that's true. And I'm happy with LXQt, I must say, it's welcome. One bug I've noticed, but it's already published on many websites, is that the virtual desktop naming is absent, whereas with LXDE it was working. And that kind of thing looks very much like it would be an upstream architectural issue, because it seems to be that there's no proper storage for where virtual desktop names ought to be saved. And so I guess there is a bug filed for that. I've not found such a thing, but I've searched online a bit and found at least that's the problem, is that the LXQt people say it's not our responsibility because virtual desktops are outside of that. And then there are other subsystems and they say, well, it's not their responsibility either. Whereas with LXDE, this was covered. So I guess it was covered inside the LXDE package somehow. So it's been dropped, or that support is dropped. So now we have numbered desktops only. Can you comment on that, please?
Let me see from my desktop. Yeah, I also have no numbers. And then I remember that in LXQt you can choose that what kind of window manager you want to use. So this feature is provided by the window manager. So the default one that in the package it doesn't have this kind of feature. But if you choose another window manager like the same we use in LXT, that will work, I guess.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, I think that the both is end up here, and then we can move to Noise Hack Lab. I will complete that, the document if you find something missing. Okay. Thank you.